Okay, so I introduced myself to someone last week, and instead of my name, I said my dog's name.
You what?
She said, "Hi, I'm Sarah." And I said, "Hi, I'm Biscuit."
Your dog is called Biscuit, and you introduced yourself as Biscuit.
For about 3 full seconds, yes, I was Biscuit. It was the longest 3 seconds of my life.
Okay, see, this is exactly why we needed today's episode.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Real English Talk, the podcast where two friends have real, natural conversations in everyday English. I'm Tom, or apparently, Biscuit.
And I'm Jessica. Today's episode is for everyone whose brain has ever completely shut down the moment someone says, "Tell me about yourself."
We're talking about how to talk about yourself in English. Simple, friendly, natural, and hopefully without becoming Biscuit.
By the end of this episode, you'll have a simple template you can actually use. Stay with us, and please subscribe to Real English Talk. Let's get into it.
Let's start with the basics. When most people introduce themselves, what do they say?
Usually the same 3 things: their name, their job, where they're from. Hi, I'm Jessica. I work in marketing. I'm from London.
And that's fine, but it's also kind of boring.
It is, because facts don't help people relate to you. To relate to someone means to feel connected because you share something.
Give me an example. Basic version versus better version.
Basic, I'm Jessica. I work in marketing. Better, I'm Jessica. I work in marketing, but honestly, my real passion is baking. I made banana bread 3 times this week.
Suddenly I want to ask about the banana bread.
Exactly. That small detail gives the other person something to talk about. It's like a spark, a small spark that starts a real conversation.
So the goal isn't to share everything, it's to share one interesting thing.
One thing is enough. One small real detail is more memorable than a long list of facts.
Let's talk about likes and dislikes, because this is something most people don't share enough.
It's true, people share facts, job, city, age, but they don't say, "I love this," or "I really don't like that."
Why does that matter so much?
Because likes and dislikes show your personality. "I love spicy food" tells someone more about you than 10 facts. It's specific. It's human.
Useful phrases for this?
For likes, I'm a big fan of, "I'm really into," "I can't get enough of." For dislikes, I'm not really into, "I could live without," "It's just not my thing."
It's just not my thing. That's such a natural way to say it. Not rude, just honest.
And here's the magic part. When you share a like or dislike, you often find common ground.
Common ground. Something you both share?
Exactly. Common ground is something you both like or both don't like. "Oh, you hate Mondays too?" Suddenly you're connected.
So sharing likes and dislikes isn't just about you. It opens a door for the other person too.
It's a two-way door. You share something, they respond with their own, and the conversation grows naturally from there. Now, important question. Do you say the same thing about yourself in every situation?
No, definitely not. What I say at a job interview is very different from what I say at a friend's birthday party.
That's context. Context means the situation around you, where you are, who you're talking to, why you're there.
Let's compare. Job interview self-introduction?
Keep it professional. Focus on your skills, your experience, why you're here. I've worked in design for 5 years, and I'm really passionate about user experience.
And at a party? Completely relaxed?
Much more relaxed. You can be funny, you can be casual. I'm Jessica. I'm here because Anna promised free pizza. So far, no pizza.
That's already more interesting than most job interviews.
At a party, being approachable matters more than being impressive. Approachable means easy to talk to, friendly, not intimidating.
What about meeting your partner's family for the first time? That feels different again.
That's nerve-wracking for everyone. The goal there is just to seem kind and genuine. You don't need to be impressive. You just need to be warm.
So before you speak, just think for 1 second. Where am I? Who's listening? Then choose what to share.
Exactly. Same person, different context, different version of your introduction.
Let's put this all together. A simple template anyone can use.
Step 1. Your name and one basic fact. Step 2. One thing you love or one thing you're not into. Step 3. One small human detail. Example. Hi, I'm Tom. I work in marketing. I'm a big fan of old films. Last weekend I watched 3 in one day. No regrets.
That actually sounds like me. Easy to remember, too.
And you don't need to memorize a script. Just remember the structure. Name, basic fact, something you love, one small detail.
What if it feels awkward at first? Because I think for a lot of learners, speaking about themselves in English feels strange.
Awkward means uncomfortable or strange. And yes, it often feels awkward at first. That's completely normal. The first few times you say it out loud, it will feel weird.
So, what's the fix?
Practice it out loud, alone, in your room, before you ever need it in real life. Say your introduction 5 times. By the 5th time, it feels much more natural.
And here's something important. You don't have to open up everything about yourself right away.
To open up means to share personal things. And you don't need to open up completely with a stranger, just enough to feel human, just enough to feel real.
Small steps. One small piece of yourself at a time.
And that's enough. That's truly enough.
Vocabulary review. 10 words. Ready?
Ready. First, relate to. To feel connected because you share something. I couldn't relate to her job, but I related to her love of hiking.
Spark. Something small that starts a conversation. A small spark, like mentioning a hobby, can start a great conversation.
Memorable, easy to remember, special. A simple, honest answer is often more memorable than a rehearsed one.
Natural. Relaxed, not forced. A natural answer doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to feel real.
Common ground. Something 2 people share. We found common ground right away. We both love hiking.
Context. The situation around a conversation. Reading the context helps you know what to share.
Approachable, easy and comfortable to talk to. A little humor makes you approachable.
Awkward. Uncomfortable or strange. Introducing yourself always feels a little awkward at first.
Open up, to share personal feelings. You don't need to open up completely right away.
And introduce yourself. To tell someone who you are. Take a moment to introduce yourself before jumping into the conversation.
10 words, all useful for talking about yourself, naturally and confidently in English.
In the message from today, you don't need a perfect introduction. You just need one real detail. Something you love, something small, something true.
Try our simple template today. Name, basic fact, something you love, one small detail. That's it. That's enough.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to Real English Talk and give us a like.
Tell us in the comments, Try writing your own self-introduction using our template. We read every single one. Until next week, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Tom. Keep practicing, keep talking. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.